And we are continuing. So, Darnell is choking on your and on his own blood. He's not healing. Everything's gone to shit. What do?
I go over to the barrels and take 9 points of blood.
Okay, there are 6 points of blood left in the barrel in that case. Someone just keep track of that. Okay, keep in mind, Alexander, that there is a huge volume of low-quality blood. Are you sure you want... You know what? You don't even get the red card. You decide to do this. Fuck you. Darnell has stopped breathing while you were drinking.
That's 3. That's like what? 9 seconds for me to drink that up.
That is based on human blood. You're drinking cow blood, which is diluted and weak as fuck for the volume.
You need to drink a lot.
You're essentially just imagine this. Your head is down a barrel, your eggs like flailing in the air as you suck down blood, and steam is just rising off of your skin as the extra liquid is evaporating from your system as you process the blood. You're literally trying to drink a whole barrel and a half of blood, Alexander. Okay? That is not a quick process. That takes a while.
I mean, to be fair, as a vampire, we apparently have super sucking abilities, but still, that will take a while.
Mm-hmm.
So like a minute.
No. No. With Immortal, the volume of the blood is 5 liters or so. For all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a big-ass industrial barrel. We're talking 100 plus liters here. For comparison.
Did you know that an entire cow only does 4 points of blood?
And yeah, we're just gonna say that... hey, Bacon's...
actually online now.
Yep.
Yep.
Come here. Come here. Don't keep messing. There it is.
Yes, so the cow blood, especially with it not being fresh, is just a huge volume for not very many actual points. So you're literally... Okay, let's calculate this out. It takes, what, 10 seconds to drain a human? In theory. In theory.
If you completely drain it, it will actually take 13.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just assume that you spend good 10-15 minutes just drinking. While your ghoul dies.
Hello.
Hi, Bacon. So, Alexander decided to feed the ghoul more blood than the ghoul could handle. The ghoul puked all over him, and Alexander decided to break his skull in with his fists. In a frenzy. Also, Satan is killing a weeping angel. On his own, like a badass.
In a garage with a wrench.
So in 10 minutes I could drain 46 people.
Basically, yeah.
So, mc.com, if that's how you pronounce it, yes, it's an industrial level of blood. They literally have control of a butcher who runs like a huge-ass butchery, and they have a fuck ton of
blood.
Yes.
10 minutes, 10 minutes, which is 600 seconds, divided by
Jackalor,
13,
don't.
and with 46 bodies, times 5, the amount of blood in a person, is 230 liters. I drank 230 liters of blood in 10 minutes.
That is considered, you know those big ass plastic industrial sized barrels? I think that's appropriate actually. Since you drank part of one and the other one completely, so.
How many liters?
230 liters. For 10 minutes.
Keep in mind that you don't want to splatter anymore.
Yes, this makes perfect sense actually.
Yes.
Because the industrial size stuff can do something like 120 pounds if they're doing an industrial one. 120 gallons or something, I think.
Yeah, essentially these are the barrels of blood they take after a day at the butchery to essentially dispose of biomaterial safely. Instead of going to the incinerator or something, they just take them to you instead now.
So 230 liters is almost 61 gallons, apparently.
So yeah. And Bacon, in terms of starting blood after downtime, since you have such a large herd for just 3 people, unless there's been some huge expenditure during the downtime, you will start at full -1 at each night. After downtime, that is.
And apparently you're not at the house.
Yes, we have established that you have gone out to play to your shed, which we will move to in a second after Alexander decides what happens with the ghoul. I did start recording, right? Yes, I did, thank God. It pays to be paranoid about these things sometimes. So, how do you wish to proceed?
So he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's not breathing anymore. You want to try CPR?
No.
That would be aiding a mortal. That might be against your path.
No, actually, showing compassion is.
But why do you care?
Well, it's more. You don't. If you break a tool, you'd rather repair it than leave it lying around broken.
But turning him, if that's what you're considering, it does say that, well, only the worthy should be turned, right? The followers of your path generally pick scholars and intelligent people who would really benefit from the curse. And Darnell is a wimp. He's a whip dog. He's a broken person. He's not worthy of the curse. So I don't think this counts as a... Actually, would this count for the Eye of the Storm? Because it doesn't affect him directly. He might have been the perpetrator, but he didn't plan this. And he didn't actually, suffer from it.
It might be. There's a small argument for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see how he...
in my sins about embracing someone.
Not in your sins, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't take that into account. Because role-playing matters for gaining extra points in the path for free as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If I do embrace him, I could always attempt to instruct him on the path.
You could, in theory, but keep in mind he was useful because he could go out during the day and shake hands with the city officials, among other things.
Also, I do require all the things. I do need the information he has.
So you don't actually end up having to sort through the documents and the like yourself, you mean?
Yeah. Screw it.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
gonna turn him.
Yes.
Okay.
Giving him 4 points of blood.
On top of what he already has in his system. What generation are you?
Actually, I'll give him 3. 3 works.
Yes, good. What generation are you, Alexander?
13.
Oh!
Exactly.
Roll 1d10. On a 10 or a 9, he's a normal 14 gen. Otherwise, he's thin blood.
Yay, thin blood.
No, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope.
Yes! Yes, he fails!
Well, you did put it a 9 or 10, so...
It's in the book. About 80% of 14 gens are thin bloods.
Yep.
So I just went with these statistics as...
Also known as, my Malkavian actually got lucky on that one. In theory.
Yes, there are people in the chat today, so you may, as long as you don't actually play the video, keep the chat open and talk to them. Okay.
Really? People on the chat? That's
Yes.
rare.
That is apparently a thing, yo.
I'm just gonna...
Let me
Is there a
just...
way I can stop the video but keep the chat open?
Yes, you hit pause.
There we go.
I'm just adding the dots to Darnell's thing. Don't worry, it's fine in this case. It's not that big a deal. You know what? Let's add the 2 extra dots on that to academics. Sure. Good, good, good. And you know what? No, I don't want to do that. Let's put them into that. That will work.
Says only 2 people are watching now.
Because you're not watching, apparently.
Oh! Cool, okay.
You apparently don't exist, I think.
So, K. And we're gonna pause on that as you're waiting for Darnell to turn. You said you gave him 3 points. Is that right?
Yes.
1 goes to turn
I'd rather
him.
not have to deal with a frenzying vampire that's probably going to end up murdering me.
What path is he following?
Who? Darnell?
Humanity.
He
Not
is
Darnell, no.
Alexander.
Yeah.
The
You were
Cain.
mentioning it might be against it. I wanted to look it up.
It's Path of Cain.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
But it does make a certain amount of sense for reasons. Okay.
You know, there's some interesting things that I can do with it. Interesting things that I could do once I finally get my rituals done.
Alright,
You do.
so, John, you have had a week of downtime. You have found an appropriate looking place to do your thing. It's not a shed so much as it's a... essentially it's a storm drain of some kind, which seems to be more or less abandoned. Heading out straight over the river that you have been able to set up in there. Now, how do you go about finding victims, and how exactly do you deal with them? What do you do with them?
I think that I will go on stealth mode and just kidnap them.
Okay, now you can certainly grab people. I mean more in terms of what do you do once you have them.
Oh, once I have them, I just leave them there and I keep like a stock of people. Well, usually just one, and I just torture them with my claws on their backs, just painting things.
Okay, and once you're done with that, what do you do? How does it end? You just kill them, I take it.
And when they are dead, I just put some rocks on their body and drop on the river.
Okay,
Oh, great.
now, should I warn him or should I just make him roll?
Just have him roll. He's going to be dead either way. It's not like he's going to stop.
You bought an extra point of the Path of Night, I believe, according to your dots, at character creation, right? Up to 5.
Did I?
Well, you have conviction and self-control at 2 each, and...
Oh, I did not know how many I had, but so it's 4.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. That is still a sin, however, because you're not terrorizing mortals. Not only are you killing them, but you're hiding the bodies, which avoids terrifying the other mortals who find them. And this does not serve your path, even if it lets you recover willpower for being a monster.
Oh, but I'm making a very huge blood pile. It will be very scary when they find it. But whatever.
You are making an effort for it not to be found. Now, if you snuck onto the bridge and strung a body across it, and you did that deliberately and repeatedly, I may well award you extra points for that, but for this, it really goes against the path as it's described.
What are you using? Path of what?
Path of Night.
I did not
God,
remember
divines,
the
divines
path
have mercy.
That-
Cain have mercy.
So, yes, I do believe you need to roll conviction.
Let me just open the path book just to
So,
know if I'm making
he-
shit or not.
Did he have to roll conscience or whatever, or conviction on accepting my authority?
No. I don't believe he did.
Accepting the superiority of another is against it. It is true.
Yeah.
But he's not superior. He's just
He's Ductus. He's very clearly your superior.
Definitely
No.
superior.
I just need him for doing social work. That
I will
can't
make
do.
him roll for it if it's... Right now it's just a title. You're just... John could easily see you as all being more or less equal, even if Alexander currently holds the title. It doesn't matter. Now, if Alexander goes, yes, you will obey me, you're my bitch, or something similar,
That's usually not how ductuses work anyway, so.
it can work in any kind of way as far as I'm concerned. But my point is, just because he has a title doesn't mean that it's a superior underling relationship, right? Like, very few people end up seeing Malik as superior, and by most accounts, he was both in experience, at the end of the game anyway, and in position. Which is why I don't consider that to have been triggered yet. But I do believe you go down to 3 dots on the Path of Night.
Yes, I am.
Or you can just keep killing mortals and be on the low end of this path if you wish, because right now you no longer give a fuck. So, you're out taking care of another body, and you arrive back at the mansion. And are able to go in through the gleaming new gate. And where do you go? What do you proceed to do?
I think that I will look for Alexander and ask him about his library.
The what?
Yeah, you
His
don't know.
library.
You don't know that he has a library, I think.
Well, I see him with lots of books, so I will ask him.
You saw
if
me
he
move
has-
some books.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a
but-
library in the house. You could probably ask about it. It's quite the library I'm talking about is quite open to everyone.
He's saying that he has a mortal library where he doesn't keep magical books, where it's just like, yeah, Hemingway's second edition. Not very rare, but still valuable. You know, crap like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not his occult library.
But my objective is asking if he has one occult library.
Yeah, you can ask for that, certainly. And Satan, at this point, I would say that you have reduced the angel to a fine stone dust and are free to continue. Wait, whatever your heart desires.
Take a look around. Might as well try and figure out what was going on in the garage.
Okay. Do you wish to use Eyes of Chaos to learn about the garage?
It's my best thing.
Okay,
I'll do an
then
investigation too, though. So
that would mean that you would spend a good amount of time just...
which is why I'm, staying in here for a while.
Alright, in that case, make the Eyes of Chaos first. The base difficulty would be 9, you can roll at 8 as per your merit.
Got a success on it.
Yes,
pretty good.
this is
Difficulty
a
9.
this is a garage. It's been a while since a car has been kept in here. It's lonely. It misses oil and exhaust. It's been too long.
Ah. I don't even get a hint. Oh well.
It's like The hint is along the lines of this is a perfectly ordinary garage. Cars get put here, but not
Ah.
lately.
Sure.
And
Investigation?
yes, you can
Because
just
I actually have it.
yes, you can roll at 6. It seems to confirm what the Eyes of Chaos are saying. This garage, the tools aren't exactly the newest models. There's rust on some of them, and it has that abandoned, no one's been through here and put it in order in a while feel to it.
Okay, so there's no things like people were messing around in here or anything like that.
No. There's a good chance that it was just a smoke break and they left this thing here and just forgot about it when they left for the day.
Alright. One plot bunny out of the way.
As for explaining things to our viewer, they have a contact. They essentially have the owner of, of the local butcheries blackmailed. And he delivers blood to them. As, part of what he does due to being blackmailed. They essentially have someone for doing that. They actually have the guy who, deals in blood do it for them. They don't go out and collect it on their own. They don't have to. It's part of the things they bought at character creation as a shared resource. Which means that essentially they have a passive income of blood, so they don't have to worry about it. Now they don't have actual money, but they do have territory and they do have blood coming in.
We have really good territory.
Yeah.
It's
Apparently that butcher really has his fingers in a lot of pies.
It makes sense because it's apparently the big butcher in the farming community here.
yes,
north.
it's almost a monopoly thing. He's the one big butcher, right? There's one or two smaller mom and pop butcher houses, but this is the actual guy that does it on an industrial scale. This is the guy you go to, and if he's pissed at you, your farm will suffer for it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. They often don't use all the blood or anything in the first place, so it's not even much skin off his back or anything. So
Yeah, that
don't have to
is.
get somebody off.
Sure, have your blood.
Well, essentially, they don't own a car, but they drive it up to the gate. The blood is driven up to the gate, and then the ghoul used to bring it outside, and the ghoul did have magical strength due to taking vampire blood, which is why he was able to, with a great deal of effort, get those barrels inside.
Mm-hmm.
So, unfortunately, of course, now he's dead due to a.
Well, he's technically not. He's unalive.
Unalive.
John, as you go looking for Alexander, you are swiftly able to find him as he's not far from the main entrance, looking over the broken body of Darnell, with most of the blood either on his face or in his gullet. As the barrels look, well, one of them is empty and the other is, well, there's 2/3 left, but clearly someone's been at them rather heavily.
I'm guessing John Doe over there is full of blood. So
He just go to one of the barrels and drink a little bit of blood.
Actually, John, we did say that you use claws on your victims, so I would like you to remove another blood point, because you would have used that in the process of your latest playtime.
So I go to the barrel, take 2 blood points, and ask him, got tired of the ghoul?
no, he disrespected me.
So you turn him into a vampire, offering him the greatest reward of his life, right?
Yeah.
Since frenzying, as it happens, isn't exactly a thing you're supposed to do.
I think this is a manipulation subterfuge role, as you're attempting to look like a tough guy while simply having lost control like a wimp.
Really?
Yes.
I'm actually not attempting to look at.
Don't worry, I don't have empathy.
He doesn't have manipulation, it's okay. You actually have more dice in reading him than he does in deceiving you, I think.
I am 100% sure that most characters in your game have more dice. More, almost every single character in this game has more dice than me in manipulation subterfuge.
What, you think I like people to be good liars all the time? Surely not.
So yeah, I'm 100% sure that apparently Mac DC MCDC
Okay,
MCDC Tom doesn't like rules.
okay, so. Yes, contested roll for lying like a bitch.
About being a bitch.
Exactly. Because you should fly your...
I'm not actually even trying to lie here. But sure.
Okay, in that case,
Whatever. Do you want me to roll? I'll be rolling.
No, that's fine. But no, yeah, you tried to put a spin on this. That John, he looks very embarrassed to you. It's clear that he's trying to, he's like a dog sitting in a pile of his own piddle, kind of looking up at you and I didn't do it. I meant to do this. I'm just marking my territory.
Also, the you should also have Rebecca can whisper to you, Dad.
Oh yeah, did you want to do that 10 thing you mentioned before?
10 thing, what 10 thing?
The
Oh!
tens. You know, we've
Yes.
completely forgotten about that.
Yes. Do you want to actually go with that? Did you like that idea?
Not personally, but it's up to the others.
What?
Like rolling tens a second time to see if you can get another success? Like
I
every...
do, but
This
if we
case-
do that,
this case-
there's some I do want to check.
So you want So if we want exploding dice or not?
Basically. Single exploding dice to be exact, but yeah.
You know, let's not. I think that would be... Unless we can make it part of the same roll, it would be messy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes.
And there isn't a way, I've tried it before. You can actually make exploding dice, but you can't make it so they only do it once. It's
Yeah, they're separate.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, yeah, fuck that. Let's not do that.
Alright.
Alright. So, the ghoul is very much dead, John. How would you like to proceed?
I think you need to find another one. There's things that we can do on today.
Yes, I am aware.
And try to not lose your temper because of puny mortals.
Does that sound like being harassed to you? It sounds to me like Alexander's being harassed again.
Be a little fair on it. Just a little. Oh, also, door slams open. I am threat assessment!
Okay. As you do that, Darnell opens his eyes on the floor and coughs.
John just look at Darnell and face palms.
Are your clothes still on? Okay, no, I'm not gonna be that much of a dick. That would just be cruel.
You get to be a dick in another way.
Oh, don't worry. I have something in mind, even if it's not the same thing you have in mind.
Okay, well, I'm looking around.
Mm-hmm. Darnell just goes, huh? At Alexander.
There's some blood everywhere, isn't there?
Yes, there is blood everywhere around Darnell.
Hi, Frenzy.
Okay. That is a valid statement, I believe.
Wait, seriously? How low on blood are you?
Enough to be hungry, which means that it is past his provocation threshold.
I have only
How
2
will
of
you-
instinct.
Like, you had 9! You're at 9 at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he used them for good, valuable things.
Yes, buffing dexterity and strength.
You bloody idiot.
We now have one less angel. It is now angel dust.
Okay, you do see the barrel of blood smelling invitingly. You also see the thin blood on the floor and your 2 packmates. The packmates you care about, so I assume the beast wouldn't want to go for them. So the choice is between Darnell and the barrel. Now, you would normally go for...
What I'm currently moving towards, because, you know...
Now, Darnell would be the more likely target, because it's living blood and, you know, tasty. However, you can attempt to ride a wave to go for the barrel instead, if you wish.
We will attempt it.
Very
It will not
well.
feel sad if it doesn't work, though. Go and drink a barrel.
There are 4 blood points left in it by my calculation.
He jumps into it.
Okay, you hear Satan just yell, "I'm threat assessment," and go snorkeling headfirst into the barrel of blood with what's left in it.
Well, at least vampires don't need to breathe.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
So, Darnell, if you'd please inform me where all the papers are. All the papers are for the house, for the mansion.
He's clutching at his chest. Looks at you in horror. Face just falls like, oh my god. Doesn't say anything, just this expression of open mouth.
If you'd please answer me.
He's looking around, just almost in a panic. Backs away. This look of absolute terror on his face. Starts to think, oh my god, 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 oh my god.
You're still alive. Well,
Just
not anymore.
he's hyperventilating. Except it's not helping because it doesn't change anything because he doesn't need to breathe anymore.
There are things I will need to teach you if you are to become if you seek to become a member of the Sabbat. But if you don't, I'm sure John Doe wouldn't mind. John Doe or Satan wouldn't mind that snack.
He just nods. Okay.
Now, come with me. Would you come with me? If you'd come with me downstairs.
He just follows along, whimpering.
I lead him into the secret place.
Okay, roll initiative.
I follow him. Because I
No,
want
no,
to
it's
protect
fine.
him to us.
Okay, Alexander, roll perception alertness versus John Doe's dexterity stealth. Since Darnell is still making noises and distracting you, you are at difficulty 7, whereas John is at 6.
Hey, I got success.
Okay,
Okay.
you neither see nor hear him. He shadows you to your secret library.
He is the shadow.
So I closed the secret door in the basement.
5 plus
and
3
you don't
plus
enter.
2. Damn.
He does have celerity. John, you see Alexander and Darnell walking in through what appears to be a secret broom closet in the basement. It still has brooms in it.
I don't care about brooms, but I think that I need to remove them if I want to tell this place to Satan.
You can rush forward and get into the secret place before Alexander closes his door, but he would see you. Or you can remain hidden and just know that it's there.
I will just know that it's there.
Okay, excellent. Alexander leads Darnell inside. Satan, since you're no longer hungry and the provocation for frenzy is gone, I am gonna say that after you down the blood, you are very much okay and no longer in frenzy.
Ah.
Cow.
I smelled the squeals.
Moo!
Oh, and a moo. Where is everyone?
This bloody mated thing, just hair sticking out in clumps. Just peers over the rim of the barrel, looks around. Hello! Where did everyone go?
He gets out of the barrel, starts tracking blood everywhere.
Splush, splush, splush.
Where's Ductus? Where's Ductus?
John, did you wish to go back and talk to Satan? Or do you wish to do something else? In that...
I think I wish to go back. I need to talk with Satan and after the Alexander to see what is our plan to deal with the other pack.
Okay, in that case, you see John heading straight towards you, Satan, just as you go looking for people.
Hey! You see Ductus?
Yeah, he's in the secret place.
There's a secret place?
I could just feel your ears perking up. You know, Satan just... Hello, Prophet?
Well,
Secrets?
where is this secret place? You want to tell me, no?
Well, what do I get if I tell you about the secret place?
So quickly they learn. It's precious like baby's first steps.
Well, thanks for telling me. I find now. That was a mistake.
You will not be able to find it with Eyes of Chaos because that was where you botched, remember?
I botched it, but that doesn't stop me from trying again. Especially for and that was just to find his most precious thing. That wasn't specifically the secret place.
Okay. I will
There's only like
consider
one
that.
Yeah.
So I
There's
think there
only
was...
like one bunch.
I think there were two, but... Either way, it wasn't like 5. Like, if
Yeah.
it was 3 or above, I definitely wouldn't let you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I would come up with something, but this... We'll see. Depends on how you describe it. Alexander, as you lead Darnell in there, what do you wish to do with him?
Well, first, I thought, so, are you willing to learn the true path one must take to be a vampire?
Roll perception alertness.
Do that. Difficulty.
6. Actually, do you have medicine? No, you don't. Okay. You see that Darnell's eyes seem to have glazed over. And he's looking like he's not even there, just looking off into space right now.
I wave my hand in front of him.
Like, he just turns this glazed look on his face towards you.
Darnell, listen to me.
He shakes his head. Nods. Yes, I'm listening.
So, I'm going to. Do you know any other practitioners of law that would make a good rule?
I'm gonna roll his intelligence score to see if he remembers anything appropriate. He thinks for a long 5 minutes and then picks up a piece of paper and scrawls a name and a telephone number.
Thank you. Now, I would. How well do you know this person?
Since he considers this a fate worse than death, I will make him roll conscience now for just selling out another soul to you. And he succeeds. I've heard about him, just... He's a guy, he's okay.
Well, I would very much like you to call him and get him over here, get him to meet you in a, for example, in the manor, and ask so that I can ghoul him.
He
Does
just
that work?
nods. Oh, okay. You notice that he seems to be stuttering and slurring his words as well.
Also, get yourself together.
Roll perception, empathy if you have any.
Of course.
Oh, holy crap, you actually are good at that shit. There is something off about him, almost as if he has other things on his mind than serving you at the moment.
Meanwhile,
Mm-hmm.
threat assessment is looking at places where people would hide things to use as eyes of chaos. Under sofas, opening closets, cupboards, etc.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Give me a roll on the Eyes of Chaos. Would insight apply for this?
I almost feel that certainly insight will apply to this.
Okay, then you may attempt to apply insight. The base difficulty is gonna be 8.
Okay. Oops. It's gonna be 8.
That is, I believe, a botch.
Yeah, that means it increases my difficulty.
Oh, no, no, no. That's what the book says it does. Botches are my chance to be creative and fuck you over in new and fun ways. Don't you fucking dare take that away from me, you bastard! So,
Okay. I botched a synergization roll.
Okay. Yeah. You... Yeah. Roll that, the other thing, at a base difficulty of, 7 is it with your discipline prodigy, and this is gonna come up as a separate vision.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You arrive at the closet and see all the broom leadership arrayed against you, ready to defend the hiding place.
I know exactly what I need to do.
Kill them all?
Go back to the garage.
Oh. Well, that's boring.
There's some oil in here, right?
Give me a perception investigation check to see if you can find something flammable. This will be at 8 since the garage has been abandoned for a long time and what oil there is most likely caked. Okay, you don't find oil or gasoline, but you do find lighter fluid for the barbecue in the kitchen. And you are certainly able to take that and make a merry bonfire if you so wish.
It's time to make a merry fucking bonfire.
As you take the brooms out, they scream at you. You Nazi! Jews are people too! Please don't do this! This is wrong!
You're going to smell it.
I do hope you're not going to burn down the entire mansion, because that would be very bad.
It's too late, he's doing it. You're not there to stop.
Intelligence?
No!
Make him-
No, you said you're doing it. I did say the gloves are
Oh,
coming
no,
off.
No.
Like,
Do you want me to make an intelligence roll to remember not to put it in the mansion?
oh, no.
Oh.
Well, you didn't say where you're doing, so I'll allow an intelligence roll at 8. If you
Sure.
wish. With your amazing dice in that. If you had more than that, I wouldn't allow it for the simple reason that you might actually succeed.
Nope. No success.
Okay. As you finish instructing Darnell on what you want to do, unless you wish to tell him to do something else. And John,
Well, I'm going to
unless...
well,
Actually, a couple of things. First of all, John. Well, Satan has been rushing around and eventually making his way to the secret place. What have you been doing?
No idea.
Like, you could... Well, it's up to you.
Just looking around.
Exploring the rooms. Give me a perception investigation roll at... 9 plus 1. Let's see if you can find something good that's been forgotten by the inhabitants. Actually, considering that you're solo on that, just make it difficulty 9. Let's be generous. This place is gonna burn down anyway. You might as well take what's in here while it's still there. Okay, that's a botch.
Not to the bottle.
Alright.
please tell me it's caught somewhere in the house and is going to burn in there.
No, I consider making himself, locked in somewhere, but you lock yourself in the freezer somehow, behind the thick metal doors, the walk-in freezer.
Oh, and look, it has an automatic lock you forgot to punch in the code for.
Yes, it does appear to have an automatic lock. And no one ever told you the code, because that's for mortals.
I just take my claws and start working on the door.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Alexander, as Darnell is clearly fucked up in some way, what do? You just leave him to carry out his task, or do you say something more or do something more?
I tried to reach Darnell through this haze. Listen to me now. What is it? Stop glazing over. This is important.
Okay. Okay.
Now, the reason I want you to do this is so that you can tell the guy to exactly how to take over taking care of the legal matters of the mansion.
Okay.
But there is, of course, right now I would like to have you learn the true way of being a vampire.
Okay. Keep in mind, to
A
shift over,
vampire.
you would have to essentially rip away all his conscience and self-control, which he has plenty right now. Oh, okay. You may make another perception empathy roll. Roll secretly to me. I don't want the others knowing just how good your rolls are. And I've rolled for Darnell secretly as well. Namely, I don't want to know which of you succeeded and what you learned.
Difficulty increase or decrease?
No,
Considering
base 6. Okay, you're not sure how he feels about this.
you're aware that I see the rolls I roll.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That being said, doesn't mean you succeed. Actually, I think you rolled one more dice than you should have. You have perception of 4 and an empathy of 2.
I roll perception empathy.
Yes, with 7 dice. I believe it should be 6.
Oh.
In which
Now then
case...
it's 3.
No, I'm not gonna change my description because that would reveal altogether too much about what is actually going on. You have no idea.
Okay.
How do you wish to proceed? In fact, you may roll perception alertness at 9 as well.
Okay, I'll be doing that.
As Darnell fails. Satan, you have the whole thing right there in the basement. You have made your little bonfire of little Jew brooms.
And
And
one
you...
success at 9.
Yep. And you are ready to strike a match to it. Any last words you want to direct at these monsters?
I can't guarantee you'll live through this.
Fush! Whoomp! Okay, it essentially explodes into a fireball. You feel your eyebrows curl upwards. I want you to make a Rotrek roll at the... let's go with 5. Since it seems contained, but it's a nice woomph. Okay, and one more. Okay, you are very much in control. You may proceed with the Ooga Booga around your burning enemies.
Cthulhu.
Jackalor, you faintly smell smoke through the door.
Darnell, have you put any? Have you set any fires?
No.
I rush out.
You see the door open and Alexander standing on the other side with a look of utter horror at the bonfire and you dancing around it, Satan. What do?
You have to roll courage.
Yes.
You are not close to it. Darnell was right up at it, which is why he had to roll. So, not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Put that thing out right now.
you see the ceiling slowly blackening with soot.
I
Put it out.
point at Alexander. The secret!
Put out the fire. I look for a bucket.
There doesn't appear to be a bucket in your library. Moisture is bad for the books.
Yeah, I mean in the closet.
How good is the brooms gone now?
Like, the brooms are gone. There isn't a bucket. There is just some brooms tossed in here to make it look like a cleaning cupboard.
No. How much are they burned? Are they dead yet?
They are screaming in agony. They are blackened. They are well on their way. Most of them appear to be dead. One or two are still screaming in agony, begging for mercy.
They're not dead yet.
Put out the fire. You're burning down the entire mansion.
What's a problem?
Yes. We need this place to survive.
You don't talk to people?
Okay. How much blood are you spending on buffing and the like, John, as you are trying to shred the door?
I love the change right there.
Bacon?
Yes.
How much blood are you spending on trying to get out? Or are you just spending the 1 blood point on the claws?
I will spend 1 on the claws and 2 on my strength.
Okay, in that case, give me 3 rolls of strength brawl to see how well you can carve through the metal door. If you get
Also,
6 successes, you get out, let's say.
Carve a metal door.
Ah, yes, I forgot. Bacon, if you could whisper what emotions your... Okay, you just rip it off its hinges and toss it in the back with a roar. Bacon, I would like you to whisper to me how your character feels about Alexander. What emotions he feels when, next to Alexander.
Alright. Consider...
Let me read it out.
It's just something that burns down so easily.
Okay, let me read it out. Epic! That's 8 points of freebies and backgrounds you're destroying. 8! Fucking 8 of them! I'm sure it's fine as the smoke begins to curl from the wooden beams on the ceiling.
Unfortunately, he doesn't want to put the fire out until those little Jewish brooms are gone.
I almost feel like buffing my dexterity to max and pushing you right into the fire with them.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah, Bacon, just whisper to me what your character feels about Alexander because reasons. Because fuckery and magical powers, and I'm gonna tell him some of that based on his successes, but I want you to whisper it to me so I know, Okay, and before that.
Let me think.
Yeah, take your time. And
It's not like the entire fucking house is burning down or anything.
okay, now getting back to that, Alexander
What the hell?
screams out something up.
Where the hell are the buckets?
He just stutters and just. Let's roll his self-control at 8. And okay, there's upstairs kitchen.
I run after that. After buffing my dexterity to 5 during that time.
Okay, I would prefer if you wrote it down in the notes section. And yeah, you can delete the freebie expenditures and XP now that we have, checked them and they're okay. And just put down your buffs there instead of changing them in the sheet.
When this happens, it makes it so much easier to actually roll the things.
Okay, Jackalor, you would have detected a sense of loyalty and affection from Bacon's character with your Auspex
Yay.
roll. He's, cool.
Satan now goes, guess if it's so important not to destroy a mansion.
You know the secret place is right open for you and Darnell is heading upstairs as well, completely ignoring you.
Throw my blood-soaked coat on top of the fire and check out the secret place.
If you burn in there, I'm completely fine with that.
Okay. I think a wits athletics or a wits craft roll might be useful in this case. To see just how accurately you manage to smother the fire with that casual toss. So, go ahead and make that roll. Difficulty 6.
Yeah, definitely wits then. Nope.
You made it worse.
Not really possible with a toss, but I just threw it Just threw it in. I didn't even look. I just threw it into the room.
Okay, and you head into the secret place. Excellent. Apparently, those cows were fed on a steady diet of gasoline and chewing gum, so, yeah, that happened. Alright, and we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break here, since it's been another hour, and be right back.